Good morning everyone. Hello and welcome to the online classes of Asian International School. Subject name is accountancy. We are going to learn the biggest chapter of accountancy, admission of a partner. There are several parts, several subdivisions of the chapter which we are going to learn. How to present the things. As we have learned in PL appropriation, there is PL appropriation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. Same way here. PL appropriation will not be there. There will be one more new account, that will be revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. So we are going to learn what are the contents which we need to present in those three accounts, how to prepare the journal entries and how to do the calculation work. First of all, we need to learn what are the main heads which we are going to learn in this chapter. That is admission of a partner. That is while admitting a partner into a business, what are the things we need to do? Accountancy point of view. First, we need to calculate profit sharing ratio, gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio. New profit sharing ratio, gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio. As we all know, when a new partner comes in, the ratio will change among all the partners. Previously, suppose Mr. A and B was there and they were sharing a ratio in 3:2. But now when Mr. C has came, he will also get certain part of the profit. All losses. How to cope up with those things? The new PSR we need to calculate the change in the ratio of partners. And due to that, there might be one of the partner who can gain and one of the partner who can lose or sacrifice. Somebody will get more, somebody will get less than the previous they were getting. Here, we need to calculate also that is gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio. How much a partner is gaining, how much a partner is sacrificing due to the change in their constitution of the business. A new partner has been admitted. The profit sharing ratio, gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio. We need to learn. There are three different types of question we can get in our exam. If question is silent, then how to calculate? If question has given us that what new partner will gain from remaining other partners, your old partners. What new partner will gain from the old partners. And if the question has given what old partner are sacrificing to new partner, your for new partner. So these are the three different angles we need to learn. Then gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio, the formula is very simple. Some will give you the old ratio. New ratio we will learn how to calculate. And then gaining sacrificing ratio formula is old minus new. Old ratio minus new ratio. If answer is in minus, then it is gain. If answer is in plus, then it is sacrifice. That we are going to learn the first part. There is no entry, no presentation in it. Only and only calculation part is there, which will be required for other things. So there will be no presentation part in it. Only and only calculation part is there. Second thing which we are going to learn is treatment of goodwill. A new partner is getting into the business. He will bring some amount of capital. A new partner is admitting into the business. And he will bring some amount of capital. But apart from capital, sometimes he is being asked to bring in some extra money. Why? As he is going to gain in future due to our effort, due to our previous long-term effort. Mr. A and B are working so long in a partnership business. Suppose 10 years they are going into a partnership business. That business has a market value goodwill. Due to that goodwill, Mr. C will instantly start to earn. So A and B are saying that yes, you are earning due to your efforts also, due to your capital, due to your effort. But apart from that, you are earning due to our brand value or our goodwill. That is helping you to earn more. So bring in some money as that part of goodwill. That is known as premium for goodwill. Known as premium for goodwill. So we need to learn how to calculate that premium and how to present. That is, what are the journal entries for that premium. There are 4 main instances in which they will give you a question in exam. Suppose he has not brought any goodwill into the business. Outside the business, he has given Mr. A and B their share of ratio of goodwill. Mr. C has been asked to bring 1 lakh rupees as goodwill. But he said, I will not bring in goodwill to the business. He has distributed it privately. That means outside the business. So how we will treat that? When Mr. C brings in the goodwill in cash or in kind and it is retained in the business, that goodwill brought in and stayed in the business, then how we will do the treatment? If goodwill brought in and withdrawn, Mr. C has brought in goodwill, A and B has taken it out. Mr. C has brought in goodwill, A and B has taken out. Then how we will do the transaction? If he does not bring the goodwill, he says, I will not bring goodwill, or I am not able to bring goodwill right now, then how we will do the treatment? Hidden goodwill. If question is not giving you the figure of goodwill which Mr. C need to bring, then how to calculate that? And how to treat the old goodwill. Suppose before Mr. A and B came in our balance sheet there was goodwill of 2 lakhs. So how that goodwill will be handled, or what are the treatment we need to do with that goodwill, we will learn over here. So we will learn what if Mr. C gives goodwill privately. What if he brings in and he stayed in the business? What if he brings in and withdrawn by the partner? What if he does not bring the goodwill? What if the question has not given you the figure of goodwill, that is hidden goodwill? And what are the treatment of old goodwill, which Mr. C is not bringing in? It was of Mr. A and B previously in the balance sheet. So how we will do the treatment of that? There will be some journal entries and presentation in those 3 ledgers: revaluation account, partners capital and balance sheet. How we will present that? So journal entry and how to present that. So if you learn journal entry properly, you will be able to easily do the presentation, because 3 ledgers are need to be opened only. So basically, admission of partner, you will be strong enough if you recall the journal entries properly. So we will do that part with strong presentation. Now third part is revaluation of asset and liability. We are going to learn. So first we have learned how to calculate the PSR. Second we will learn what is the treatment of goodwill, old and new both. New goodwill brought in by the partner and old goodwill of the old partners. Then revaluation of asset and liability. It is very, very important. A short question can also come on this. Revaluation of asset and liability. Revaluation of asset and reassessment of liability. What is it? When a new partner is getting in, suppose Mr. A and B were doing the business 10 years back. Since 10 years they are doing the business. Now what will happen? Assets, liabilities are there in the balance sheet, which is of old figures. Furniture is of old figure, that is purchase amount. Machinery is of purchase amount. Debtor is of old figure. And now these figures are changing in market. So when a new partner is getting in, suppose the assets value is increasing in the market, then why that gain will be given to Mr. C or the new partner? We will not give him, because that is our gain, Mr. A and B. We have done this business so long. So when we increase in the value of asset, there is a gain which will be distributed among old partners. And when we decrease in the asset, then too the loss will be distributed among the partners. So we need to prepare 1 ledger and 5 journal entries for it. Revaluation account and 5 journal entries. How to present the revaluation of asset and liability. What we will do when asset increase, when asset decrease, liability increase, liability decrease. What we will do with that? How to present that? We will learn. Then write off of PL and return. Before Mr. C came in, there is a balance sheet in which there is various kind of reserves are there. Various kind of reserves are there, accumulated profit or loss is there. That is also divided among old partners, because Mr. C has no right on those reserves, on those profits which were previously when he was not a partner. All those reserves, accumulated profits and losses, Mr. C has no right or liability on them. It all belongs to old partners. So that will be distributed or written off among the old partners. How we will do? We will learn what were the journal entries for that and how they will go in partners capital account and balance sheet. Now, last part will be adjustment of capital. As all these things are happening, asset and liabilities figures are changing, all results, old PLs are written off, new goodwill brought in, all these things happen. And we are thinking that we should change our capital. बहुत टाइम से हमारा यही कैपिटल चलता हुआ आ रहा है. This is our capital for so long. We need to change it. As everything is changing, it's correct time to change our capital also. So that thing must be given in question, that how they want to change their capital. And suppose in the question Mr. C is coming and his capital amount is not given, then how to find out his capital amount? Because capital need to be brought. He can say I will not bring in goodwill right now, but he can't say I will not bring in capital right now. So capital need to be calculated. So adjustment of capital of old or new partners base. If old want to change their capital, then we will take new partners capital as base. It will be given in question and we will calculate old partners capital. And reverse calculation of new partners on old base. New partners capital need to be calculated, which is missing in the question, by taking as old partners base. We will learn how to calculate. So these are the two treatments we need to learn and write: journal entry and presentation. So I have talked about the presentation, but a column is there, so I am discussing it again. We need to present three layers only: revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. We need to present three accounts only: revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. These are the main three layers which we need to prepare. So under treatment of goodwill there are journal entries, under evaluation of asset there are journal entries, under write-off of PL and reserve there are journal entries, under capital adjustment there are journal entries. All these journal entries will be presented in revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. We are going to learn the journal entries and also side by side the presentation. Students, we have discussed PSR in our previous video. There was one video given way back, one and a half month back, in which I have discussed whole PSR part with examples. So you need to go with that again. And we are starting with treatment of goodwill. PSR we have already discussed in our one video. I will share the link of that video again. But we are going to start with treatment of goodwill. PSR calculation we know. We now need to learn treatment of goodwill. Then we will learn revaluation of profit, asset and liability, write off accumulated PL and reserves, adjustment of capital. So these are the four things which we are going to learn in few more videos. So as we have discussed how to do the PSR part and genuine sacrificing ratio part, that is how to calculate new profit sharing ratio and genuine sacrificing ratio. Now we are learning second part, that is treatment of goodwill. In our first part we have discussed that what are the cases we can get for treatment of goodwill. First case is privately paid. The new partner who is getting into the business not bringing premium for goodwill. And we have discussed what is premium for goodwill. Let's recall it in one line. Premium for goodwill is the amount brought in by the new partner or the incoming partner for the extra earning which he will earn in future due to sacrifice of the old partners. That's why he need to bring some extra amount apart from his capital. Apart from his capital, he need to bring in some extra amount. One of them is premium for goodwill. If he is not bringing in goodwill, just privately paid, that means outside the business, the partners settled among themselves. He has given them cash directly. there will be no treatment in business. As nothing is brought into the business, nothing is taken out from the business, so no entry in business. So in case of privately paid, no treatment. This can come in your 1 mark question in exam. That what will happen if a partner pays premium for goodwill privately. Second case, premium brought in cash or kind and retained in the business. Premium brought in cash or in kind. Either he has brought cash or he has brought some furniture, machine, any building, any flat, any office. Anything he has brought into the business. Either in cash or in kind. And that is retained in the business. Old partner or the sacrificing partner didn't take it out. They haven't taken it at their home. New partner brought in and it stayed into the business. Then what will be the entries? First entry will be for the goodwill bringing in, and second entry will be goodwill distribution among the partners. It is distributed, they haven't taken it out, but it will be the right of sacrificing partner to get that goodwill. Right of sacrificing partner to get that goodwill. First entry will be cash account debit, asset account debit to premium for goodwill. Entry will be cash or asset account debit. If he has brought in cash, then cash. If he has brought something in kind, that is machine, building, furniture, then machine, building, furniture account debit. The cash account debit or asset account debit, as those that came into the business, to premium for goodwill. Second entry, that premium for goodwill will be distributed among sacrificing partner. Now let's take an example. Suppose A, B, C, D are partners and Mr. E has joined in. A, B, C, D are 4 partners and Mr. D has joined in. Their new PSR will be calculated. Gaining sacrificing ratio will be calculated. Now let's say A, B and C have a sacrificing ratio. Due to the joining of new partner, A, B and C are sacrificing. And Mr. D is gaining because of that. His future ratio is changing in certain way that he will get more profit in future. He will get more profit in future. Suppose their old ratio was 1:1:1:1. So it was 25% Mr. D was getting. If there were 4 partners, 25% each is getting, if equal ratio is there. Now due to change ratio, A and B are getting lesser amount which they are getting now, will get lesser amount in future. C is also getting lesser amount, but Mr. D is getting 1/3 of the total profit in future. So previously it was 25% only, now it's getting 33.33%, 1/3. So his profit is increasing. He is gaining rather than sacrifice. So A, B and C are, you no need to focus on that, the reason and the logic. You can do only one thing. You will calculate the PSR, new PSR, you will calculate the gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio of the partner and check who is gaining, who is sacrificing. A, B and C are gaining, D is sacrificing, and E is bringing premium for goodwill. So E is gaining in future because he was getting 0 previously. Now he become a partner, so he will get profit, so he is obviously gaining. E and D are gaining. A, B, C are sacrificing. E and D are gaining. A, B, C are sacrificing. So entry will be premium for goodwill. Now the gaining partner will need to bring something also. जो पार्टनर फायदे में रहेगा उसको कुछ ना कुछ लाना पड़ेगा. तो E is in benefit. E need to bring in something. T is also in benefit. D need to bring in something. E is bringing premium for goodwill and D need to bring some cash. So it will be known, his capital will be debited because we need to take him. He is gaining in future. तो उसको अलग से पैसा लाने का जरूरत नहीं है. We will take from his capital. We will take from his capital. तो gaining partners capital account debit. A, B, C are sacrificing. So we will add to their capital. We will increase their capital. Those who are sacrificing in future will get something today. Guys, take it in a summary. Those who are sacrificing in future will get something today. and those who are gaining in future need to bring in. Those who are sacrificing in future will get it today, and those who are gaining in future need to bring in something. So E is obviously gaining. He is becoming a new partner. Previously he was getting zero profit. Now he will get some amount of profit. So he is obviously gaining. So he is bringing premium for goodwill. D is also gaining in our example. D is already a partner. So we are not asking him to bring in something. We will deduct from his capital. So his capital is reduced. A, B, C, they will get something today because they are sacrificing in future. So we will add to their capital. We will increase their capital. So A, B, C will be credited. So sacrificing partner's capital will be credited. Gaining partner's capital will be debited. And the new partner who is coming in will bring in premium for goodwill. Now, third case, premium brought in and withdrawn. If the question is saying that new partner brought in premium and it has been taken by the sacrificing partner. They have taken it their home. They said we will not keep in business. We will take it to our home. First entry will be same, cash account debit to premium for goodwill. Second entry will be same, premium for goodwill account debit, gaining partner's capital account debit to sacrificing capital account. So first two entries are same. Only withdrawn entry will be there. As they are withdrawing amount, so their capital will be reduced, and what they will withdraw? Money to cash or bank. Cash is going out. So sacrificing partner's capital account debit to cash or bank. So A entry will be same for bringing in goodwill. B entry will be same for distribution of goodwill, and C entry for withdrawal. Sacrificing partner's capital account debit to cash or bank. Now the fourth case. If Mr. E says he will not bring in any goodwill. He don't have the money, extra money apart from capital to bring in goodwill. He has only money for capital. He don't have extra money for goodwill. Then what will be done? Goodwill premium not brought. First entry will not be there क्योंकि पहला एंट्री क्या चीज का होता है? To bring in the goodwill. He is not bringing in, so first entry will not be there. Second entry will be same, but instead of premium for goodwill, we will write new partner's current account. We will deduct from his current account. That means we are telling him that okay, you are not bringing in goodwill, no, don't worry. We will take it from your future. When you will earn the profit from your current account, we will take the goodwill. At that moment, we will take the goodwill from your current account. When you will earn in future. So right now we are booking it. New partner's current account debit instead of premium. Second entry will be also same, guys. First entry will not be there as he is not bringing the goodwill. Second entry, same entry will be there, but instead of premium for goodwill, I will write new partner's Mr. E's current account. Yes, we have discussed up to how to adjust when goodwill is not being brought. Now last part of the entry is what to deal with the existing goodwill. The goodwill which is in balance sheet, how to deal with that? That is old goodwill in balance sheet. As we all know, we are writing off an asset. Goodwill is written off from the balance sheet, old goodwill. So when writing off an asset is a loss, and loss reduce the capital. So capital is being reduced, old partner's capital account debit to goodwill. Goodwill is being cancelled, asset cancelled, so it will be credited, and by capital reduced, so it will be debited. Old partner's capital account debit to goodwill. Two important points you must remember. Distribution of goodwill entry, that is premium of goodwill, gaining partner's capital to sacrificing, that entry only will be dealt in gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio. Remaining all other things will be dealt in old ratio. Now important point, hidden goodwill. What to deal with it? If the figure of goodwill is not given in the balance sheet, that is new goodwill, valued goodwill. If the figure of that is not given in the sums, then what to do? Total capital minus adjusted capital will be the formula for hidden goodwill. Total capital minus adjusted capital. How to calculate total capital? The new partner who is coming in, his capital will be given in the question. His new profit saving ratio is given in the question. Suppose a partner has got admitted with a capital of 4 lakh and his ratio is 1 by 4. His ratio is 1 by 4. So 4 lakh divided by 1 by 4. That means 4 lakh into 4 by 1. That will be 16 lakh. So total capital minus adjusted capital. Now how to calculate adjusted capital? All partners capital means old plus new, all plus PL plus reserve. If any profit and loss is there, plus reserve plus revaluation profit. In the next part of the chapter we are going to learn how to deal with change in the value of asset and liability. That is revaluation of asset and liability. If any profit or loss form is there, it will be added. So all partners capital plus PL plus reserve plus revaluation profit. It will be known as adjusted capital. New partners capital divided by new PSR. It will be known as total capital. So total capital minus adjusted capital, it will be hidden goodwill. Now how to present these things in partners capital account? We will prepare a partners capital account and all these goodwill journal entry will go and affect partners capital account. Opening balance will be there. Any new capital brought in by the partner will be by cash. Cash account debit to partners capital. Cash account debit to capital. Cash account debit to capital. Premium for goodwill. As the premium brought in is divided in sacrificing partners capital. So their capital is increasing. Any premium brought in by the new partner will be given to old partners. So old partners capital will increase. If they withdraw it to cash and old goodwill which has been written off, it's reducing their capital to goodwill. Just the presentation of journal entries. This is how we deal with goodwill. Now we are going to deal with an example on it to understand the things in a better way. Yes, let's start with an example. Ajay, Vijay, there are two partners, 3:2 ratio. New ratio is 2:1:1 as Raj has joined as a partner. He is bringing capital 3 lakh. Old goodwill of the business is 30,000 and goodwill valued, that is new goodwill, will be 50,000. Now there are 4 cases. Goodwill privately distributed, goodwill brought in and retained, goodwill withdrawn 50%. Not full goodwill they are withdrawn, they are only withdrawn 50%. Goodwill not brought. First we need to calculate the gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio. Old ratio minus new ratio. Ajay old ratio 3 by 5, new ratio 2 by 4. Vijay old ratio 2 by 5, new ratio 1 by 4. So 3 by 5 minus 2 by 4, it's coming 2 by 20 positive, that is sacrificing. 2 by 5 minus 1 by 4, it's coming 3 by 20, that is positive, sacrificing. First two entry will be common for all case, that is entry for capital and entry for old goodwill cancellation. Entry for capital and old goodwill cancellation will be entry for all the cases. So cash account debit to Raj capital as he has brought 3 lakhs capital. Old goodwill written off. Capital reduced, goodwill cancelled. Ajay's capital account debit, Vijay's capital account debit to goodwill. It has been written off in old partners in old ratio. Now coming to each case. Goodwill privately distributed. Case A. No entry will be there. No entry will be there as goodwill has been privately distributed. Case B. Goodwill brought and retained. The first entry will be bringing of goodwill. Cash account debit to premium for goodwill. 12,500. 50,000 is business goodwill and Raj capital is 1 by 4. 50,000 into 1 by 4. That will be 12,500 goodwill he is bringing. He will only bring his share of goodwill, not full goodwill. So his share is 12,500. Now that's distributed among the old partner in sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing partner in sacrificing ratio. So premium for goodwill account debit to Ajay's capital to Vijay's capital. Third case, goodwill withdrawn 50%. First two entry will be same. Cash to premium for goodwill and premium for goodwill to A's capital to Vijay's capital. Third entry, Ajay and Vijay withdrawing 50% of the goodwill. So Ajay's capital account debit 2,500, 5,000, 50%. And Vijay 7,500 is withdrawing 3,750. Half of their goodwill they are taking home. So Ajay's capital account debit, Vijay's capital account debit to cash. Last case, goodwill not brought. First entry will not be there. Second entry, only one change. Instead of premium for goodwill, as is not bringing premium, I will write Raj current account debit. Remaining part is same. So instead of premium for goodwill, I am writing Raj current account debit to A's capital to B's capital. Ajay's capital, Vijay's capital. Amount will be same. Let's do one more example. Now students, let's take an example on goodwill. The first part which you learn is privately paid. As we all know, there is no entry for that. So we need to learn the entry that when the goodwill is brought in, how it will be did, and when the goodwill is withdrawn, how it will be did, and how, if goodwill is not brought, then what we will do. And the existing goodwill, the treatment. So let's take an example. HRKR partners, their ratio is 3:2:1. They have admitted Mr. G for 1/7 share of profit. His share of profit is 1/7. And after admission, new PSR is 2:2:1. G brought 3 lakh as capital. Goodwill of the firm, that is goodwill of the business, is 3,15,000 new goodwill. Whenever goodwill valued word is used, that means it is new goodwill. Goodwill withdrawn by sacrificing partner. First case, second case not brought. And old goodwill is 6 lakh. This is the question. Now let's start the solution. As new PSR and old PSR both available, so we can calculate gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio. Old minus new. So 3/6 minus 2/6, 2/7 sorry. 2/6 minus 2/7, 1/6 minus 1/7, and 0 minus 1/7. 3/6 minus 2/7, 2/6 minus 2/7, 1/6 minus 2/7, 0/0 minus 1/7. When we are solving it, we are getting 9/42 positive, that is sacrificing, 2/42 positive, that is sacrificing, minus 5/42. That means Mr. K, an old partner, is gaining. G is obviously gaining, as when a new partner is getting in, he was previously getting 0, now he is getting certain part, so it is always gain for him, so he is gaining. Now let's do the entry. Guys, two entry will always be common. The entry for capital brought in and the entry for old goodwill cancellation. Two entry will be common in all situations. These two entry will always come in the question. As he has brought 3 lakh as capital, so cash account debit to G's capital 3 lakh. 6 lakh was the old goodwill which need to be written off. That means that loss of writing of an asset will be borne by old partners in old ratio. Old partner HRK, old ratio 3:2:1. So 6 lakh goodwill is written off, asset is becoming cancelled, so it will become credit to goodwill. HRK will be debited as they are adjusting the loss within themselves, so their capital need to be reduced. As loss reduce the capital. So H capital, R capital, K's capital account debit to goodwill. 6 lakh has been distributed 3:2:1 ratio. Now coming to the new goodwill, that is 3,15,000 valued goodwill of the firm. How we will deal with it? Cash account debit to premium for goodwill will be the first entry. 3,15,000 is business goodwill. Mr. G will bring 1/7 share. He will not bring full goodwill. Full goodwill. He will bring his part of share. So 1/7 of 3,15,000, that is 45,000. Cash account debit to premium for goodwill, 45,000 he has brought in. Second entry, premium for goodwill account debit, gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partner. We have learned that entry in our first part. So premium for goodwill account debit 45,000. Mr. K is gaining, so K's capital account debit 5/42 of 3,15,000. 5/42 he is gaining of 3,15,000. So he will bring that amount 37,500. H capital, R capital. So this full amount 45,000, 37,500 will be distributed among sacrificing partner in sacrificing ratio. 9/42 is to 2/42. That means 9:2 ratio. It will be divided. Now they have withdrawn it. So H capital account debit, R capital account debit to cash, full amount withdrawn. H capital account debit, R capital account debit to cash, full amount withdrawn. If they have withdrawn half amount, so we have written half amount. Whatever they are getting, they are withdrawing it. If they are not withdrawing full, then whatever amount they are withdrawing, entry will be full. That amount will. Now coming to last part, goodwill not brought. First entry will not be there. Second entry will be same as adjustment entry or same as distribution entry. Instead of premium for goodwill, I am writing G's current account. He is not bringing in, so I will take from his current account in future. Whenever he will gain anything in future, we will take from that. So G's current account debit instead of premium for goodwill. K's capital account debit is same. To H capital to R capital is same. This is how we deal with the goodwill part. Now in our next video, we will do the revaluation part and PL and reserves adjustments or writing of the PL and reserves. Old PL, old reserves to be written off and then revaluation account. And in our last part, then we will do capital adjustment part. Thank you, students.